Hey guys, what's up? This is Money. In this video, we'll be discovering what exactly is 5G. I'll be showing you how 5G works and what is it exactly and why are people so excited about that. So guys, without any further delay, let's get started. 5G is the fifth generation mobile network. It is a new global wireless standard after 1G, 2G, 3G and 4G networks which we have been using since ages. So 5G enables a new kind of network that is designed to connect virtually everyone and everything together including machines, objects and devices. Before digging right into 5G, let us see first what exactly are 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G. So 1G, which was introduced in 1981, was the first networking system and it was completely used for making phone calls. In 1992 came the second generation, which brought a wonderful new feature along with it, that is messaging. So with the help of this, our grandparents were able to not only talk to each other through calls but were also able to text each other. So this is the WhatsApp of those days. What literally changed our phones into smartphones was 3G, which was introduced in 21, which brought the most wonderful feature that is internet towards smartphones, with which all the people of the world became one. In 2010, released the fourth generation, which did not have any new features, but there's a lot of improvisation in the speed with which we are connected to the internet. And then came our 5G in 2020. So guys, let us now see how 5G works. The fourth generation that we are using right now has got waves which are really larger. That is, the wavelength is too large and they can travel a larger distances and they can't be obstructed by things such as trees, buildings, cars. 5G is just the opposite of 4G. It has got waves which have very less wavelength as compared to 4G, and it cannot travel too larger distances and it can be easily obstructed by cars, buildings. So unlike 4G, we can't have a single tower in the entire street or entire town. But 5G requires antennas placed here and there so that we can get signals correctly. What we call as latency, the time taken for transferring files from one system to the other system is really fast. So in 4G, this time is nearly 100 milliseconds, but in 5G, this time has dramatically reduced to 1 millisecond. We know that in our 4G, when more devices are connected to the network, then the network speed gradually slows down. But this is not in 5G. In 5G, you can connect 10 lakh devices in 1 square kilometer, but it gives the same speed for all of those. Unlike 4G, 5G is not just for increasing the speed of our internet, it will be doing a lot of things for us. For example, you guys are familiar with IoT, which is Internet of Things, which helps us to connect with all the devices in our home. And not only that, with the help of this, we'll be able to operate devices from large away distances. For example, you can be able to operate your phone, TV, computer, etc. just from your office or a place where you are. And 5G will also fasten the technology of self-driving cars. Self-driving cars need to communicate with each other on the road so that they can keep moving. This 5G, which enables to transfer data too fast, can help in them. And not only that, as you know that robots are doing a lot of surgeries these days, the 5G also helps in connecting with them and making the surgeries even easier and faster and more accurate. As we know that most of the people start to panic whenever there is a new technology. And the same thing happened in 5G. People started to panic and said that most of the 5G technologies are really harmful to humans. Is it really true? Then let's go check it out. Now we need to get into physics to understand whether this 5G is really harmful to human beings or not. So I'll be recalling you the concept of electromagnetic spectrum. This is electromagnetic spectrum and we will learn about it briefly right now. So the first comes the radio waves, which have the wavelength of nearly 1 kilometer. As we go on from left to right like this in the electromagnetic spectrum, we realize that the wavelength is going on decreasing and the frequency and the energy is going on increasing. The radiations emitted by the waves is also increasing. Waves, which are present to the right of the visible light, which are ultraviolet rays, X-rays and gamma rays, are really dangerous. They emit radiations which can damage our DNA and can also cause us cancer and a lot of other diseases. This is why these radiations are called as ionizing radiations. And the radiations or the rays which are present on the left of the visible light or called as non-ionizing radiations. Now, I think you are clear that the non-ionizing radiations which are present on the right of the visible light are not harmful to us to a certain limit and do not cause us any harm. But the left of the visible right, that is, or ionizing radiations, are highly harmful to us. But the traditional 4G radiations or the waves take place between radio waves and microwaves as shown in the picture. But for 5G, we are using the millimeter waves which are between the microwaves and the infrared radiations. These are used for 5G. Most of the people started to fear because now we are moving this towards the ionizing radiations which are really harmful to us. This is why most of the people are saying that 5G is harmful. But to decide which radiations are harmful to us and which are not, there is an organization called ICNIRP which says us which radiations are harmful and which are not. This decentralized organization, after doing years of research, said that these waves, as they are going closer and closer to ionizing radiations, they just cause heating in our tissues, but they do not cause any damage to our cells, DNA, etc. But still, people are arguing that it will cause harm to animals such as birds. But the science community is saying that these radiations, when used in certain frequency, does not cause harm to any of the animals nor the human community. And they are also saying that the sun radiations, which we are receiving daily from the sun, are really harmful than the one 5G we are using right now. So even if 5G comes to our world and takes over the world, there will be no damage to human beings nor the animal community when they are used in a certain frequency which is prescribed. So that's all that you need to know about 5G. See you soon with another video, and as always, thanks for watching.